हेलो एवरीवन, आप सभी का फिर से एक बार स्वागत है मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल में जिसका नाम है कॉमर्स ट्रेजर। In this video, we are going to discuss the next 20 questions of 2018 paper 2 commerce of KSET. I have already made 3 more videos on this paper. If you have not seen those videos, I am putting the link into the description as well as in the I button. And without wasting much time, let us go to the 20 questions. Annual lease rental in case of lessee are allowed for deduction for computing the taxable income. Definitely this is correct. As a lessee, you are going to be allowed for the deduction of computation of taxable income, any lease rentals which are paying. Depreciation in case of lessor is not allowed for deduction. This is incorrect. If it is a operating lease, lessor is allowed for deduction, but if it is a financial lease, then the lessor is not allowed. Therefore, option number C, A is correct, but R is incorrect because they have not mentioned whether it is a financial lease or operating lease. The next question is match the following type of question, wherein in list A you have been given 4 different terms and in list B we have been given the terms which are relating to the list A. Interest rate risk is a systematic risk because it is same for the whole market and it is also called as market risk. Financial risk is an unsystematic risk because it affects only to a particular company. APM model stands for asset pricing model and it is a multi-factor model which has multiple factors like beta 1, beta 2, beta 3, and CAPM model is capital asset pricing model which has only one factor which is beta, which is related to market risk and returns. So therefore A3 we have 2 options, B1 we have only one option, therefore option number B is the correct answer for this question. When actual achievement is compared with job objectives, it is called job evaluation, job condition, job performance, job description. So the answer for this question is option number C, that is job performance. Job evaluation is nothing but finding out the worth of the job. Job description is nothing but giving out the description of the job which are required to be performed in a particular job. Ranking is a simple act of comparison and learning for organizational improvement. This is correct. Training is continuous and stops only when an organization ceases to exist. This is incorrect. Training is not a continuous process. It depends upon the performance and appraisal of the workers. But instead of training, hiring is an continuous process and it stops when the company closes its operations or when the company stops its operations. So therefore, statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is incorrect. Option number C will be the right option for this question. The error committed by rejecting an applicant who would have been successful on the job is true negative error, false negative error, false positive error, true positive error. So correct option for this is option number B, false negative error. Now let us understand this with the help of a matrix. Now if the answer is positive and you are accepting it as positive, then it is called as true positive. If the answer is positive and you are saying it is negative, then it is called as false positive. If the answer is negative and you believe that it is positive, then it is called as false negative. And if the answer is positive and you believe it is positive, then it is called as true negative. This is same like the errors in hypothesis testing. Accepting of a null hypothesis whenever it is true, it is no error. Accepting of null hypothesis whenever it is false, it is called as type 1 error, which is similar to false positive. Rejecting an hypothesis when it is positive is called as type 2 error, which is similar to false negative, and rejecting the hypothesis whenever it is false is no error. So in this question you are rejecting an applicant who would have been successful. So you are rejecting an hypothesis which could have been true, therefore it is called as false negative or type 2 error. So we have to take examples to get more clarity on this. Let us take one more simple example of all 4 types of error. If you are hiring a good employee, then it is called as true positive because you believe he would be successful for your company and he is successful, then it is true positive. If you hire an employee believing that he is good for your company but he proves out to be bad, then it is called as false positive. If you fire an employee which actually is good for your company, then it is called as false negative. And if you fire an employee which is not good for your company, then it is called as true negative. So this is how you have to understand the negative and positive errors. The next one is match the following type of question. Fringe benefit is nothing but the additional benefits which are given by the employer to the employee. So medical care is an example of fringe benefits. Job context is nothing but challenging job and responsibilities. Perquisites are the extra benefits which an employee gets apart from his salary, which is nothing but stock option in this case. And incentives are also the additional monetary benefit which are given to the employees for the extra work. Group plans are the example of incentives. Therefore, A3 we have two options, B4 only one option, that is option number D. Worker who does not produce standard output would get dash of the normal piece rate under Taylor's differential piece rate system. So Taylor differential piece rate system has two basic rules. If he is producing high piece rate, then he gets 120% of the piece rate, and if he is producing less than the standard, he gets 80% of the piece rate. Therefore, in this case, he is not producing as per the standard, so he gets 80% of the normal piece rate. Job enlargement is adding of more jobs to the existing job, adding of more employees to the existing job, adding of more time to the existing job, adding of more fund to the existing job. Job enlargement is nothing but you are making large the job, therefore you are adding more number of job to the existing job. Effective leader is an individual who influences his mentors, co-workers, followers, other leaders. So definitely you have to understand this concept. Leader always has followers, therefore a leader should be a person who has to influence his followers. So option number C is the correct option for this question. Identify the following statements which are true. So out of the 4 statements given, you have to identify which are true among these. Conflict arise due to factors such as economic, social, psychological. Definitely yes. A simple but powerful technique of organization change is time budgeting. This is also correct. Personnel planning should not be responsive to organizational needs. No, it is not correct. It should be responsive to organizational needs. Gains in productivity will influence employee retrenchment. No, loss in productivity is going to influence employees retrenchment. Therefore, this is also not true. So therefore, only 1 and 2 are true. Option number A is the right answer for this question. Perception, attitude and defensive mechanism are basis of behavior. Correct, because a behavior can be understood with the help of perception, attitude and defensive mechanism. The positive attitude triggers enthusiasm, energy, creativity, causes good things to happen. Definitely this is also correct. So both the statements are correct. That is option number D will be the right option for this question. Next one is again match the following type of question. A state of restful alertness is nothing but relaxation. Transactional analysis is nothing but interpersonal relation. Melancholic is nothing but it is a state of high depression wherein your thoughts are going to be very slow. So slowness of thought is an feature of melancholic. And performance evaluation is nothing but merit rating. So A4 we have only one option, A4, B3, C1 and D2. Therefore option number B is the correct answer for this question. The ability of a person to influence other is called power, authority, responsibility, accountability. So whenever you have an ability to influence other, it is called as power. Actually the answer should have been leadership power, because in leadership power you try to influence your followers. Authority is nothing but giving orders to someone. Responsibility is nothing but you are being responsible to a particular order. And accountability is nothing but being accountable for a particular work. The number of digits in an IFSC code is, IFSC stands for Indian Financial System Code, and IFSC code has 11 digits. These digits are alphanumeric in nature. Alphanumeric is nothing but it includes alphabets as well as numbers. The first 4 digit is used to identify the bank. For example, if I write SBIN in IFSC code, it is nothing but it stands for the bank name. The next digit, that is the 5th digit, is always 0, which is kept for further expansion of the banks. And the last 6 digits, that is from 6th up to 11th digit, it is nothing but the branch code in which you have an account, which may be like 006542. So IFSC code altogether has 11 digits, in which first 4 are for bank name, 5th one is always 0, and the last 6, that is from 6th up to 11th, is for bank branch. The purpose of open market operations, that is OMO, is regulation of liquidity in the economy, inflation, borrowing powers of bank, foreign direct investment. So right answer is option number B, inflation. RBI usually buys or sells open market operations in order to control the inflation through control of money supply in the market. Next one is again match the following type of question, wherein you have been given 4 committees and the recommendations which are made by the 4 committees. SINA committee is responsible for financial inclusion. Financial inclusion is nothing but giving services in equal to all the people of the society. SARAF committee was responsible for smart cards. Smart cards are nothing but the cards which are having chip and which has information stored in this chip, which makes the services of the bank more easier. KSET committee is responsible for EFT, that is electronic fund transfers, which are used to transfer the funds from one bank to another bank through internet computer terminals. And Narsimham committee is the committee which gave the recommendation of amalgamations of RRBs, that is regional rural bank. Therefore A4 we have 2 options, B1 only 1 option. So option number C is the correct answer for this question. The sponsorship between state government, central government and sponsor bank is in the ratio of dash in respect of RRBs in country. So in our country, RRB, the sponsorship is in 3 different contributions. One is by central government, second one is by state government, and third one is by the sponsor bank. Central government always puts 50%, state government puts 15%, and remaining 35% will be put by sponsor bank. So in this question, state government, so first comes 15, that is option number A, central government 50 and sponsor bank is 35. When a banker provides the locker facility to a customer, the relationship between them is that of bailer and bailee. No, this is not correct. So whenever a bank is providing a locker facility, the relationship is of a lessee and a lessor, because here the banker is not going to be responsible for any loss, and in case if the customer is not paying the rent for the locker, banker has a right to remove the items of the locker and sell it to collect his rent. Debentures are governed by company law. This is correct. So only statement 2 is correct and 1 is incorrect. Therefore option number D is the correct answer for this question. The headquarters of SIDBI is in Lucknow, New Delhi, Mumbai, Calcutta. So SIDBI headquarters is in Lucknow. SIDBI stands for Small Industrial Development Bank of India, which is an apex bank to provide loans or financial assistance to small scale industries. It provides loans to MSMEs, which stands for micro, small and medium enterprises, and it was established on 2nd April 1990, and it is one of the most important institutions in our country. The last question of this video is, what is the NABARD's pilot project for digitalization of SHG called? NABARD stands for National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, and SHG stands for Self-Help Groups. So the digitalization project which was started by NABARD was E-Shakti, which is option number A, which was launched in the year 2015. So this concludes this video. If you have any doubts, you can comment me in the comment box, and if you like the video, please hit a like button, and if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon so that you can get a notification as soon as I upload a new video. Thank you for watching the video and share this video with your friends.